Hello. Oh my God. Somebody's birthday is today. Hi, Bobby.
Happy birthday.
Let's do birthday song. Can we all sing happy birthday together?
We're going to be
together. We can try.
Okay, ready? Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you. Happy birthday.
birthday.
This is so chaotic.
What? Someone's going very slow, and we're all slowing down.
I was trying to match you guys because I thought you guys were going slow, but it's because you're lagging for me. This is horrible.
Oh.
Happy birthday, Bobby. We tried to sing. It didn't work out. I'm your host, Jaychele. This is ADHDivas. We have Kiley and Haley here. Both of you guys say hi. Let us know how you're doing.
Hello, I'm good. Great. I'm so tired.
All of us are halfway dead today. I think we can all agree upon that. Where do we want to start? How do we start this show? Should we start with Dynamite Surprise? I think let's start off strong.
Okay.
Let's see how strong this is going to be. I think we should each... Okay, let's preface this first, actually. Tony released a tweet saying that there would be a Forbidden Door free agent surprise. Those two words are also contradictory, but moving on. They will be facing Isaiah Cassidy in a match that will lead, a qualifying match to get into the Face of the Revolution ladder match at Revolution. I think we can all agree, whoever this person is, they're beating Isaiah Cassidy, 1. Mm-hmm. 2, Tony said that they're also getting signed. So let's give 3 picks for who we think it is.
Okay, my most likely pick is Keith Lee, because I think Keith Lee in AW is the best choice, and I think it should happen here. Or maybe Jeff Hardy. I don't know. He has the no compete, but then Tony can buy him out of his contract if he really, really wanted to.
He keeps saying like close the door, slam the door.
Yeah.
So
that's what gives me Jeff Hardy vibes. Like Keith Lee, he's already a free agent. So what door is he closing? But then I also had a chaotic pick of Cody Rhodes. And now listen, Cody Rhodes is a free agent. But listen. I don't think AW would just throw Cody Rhodes on the show and be like, here's your surprise, because people would be angry. I think they would throw Cody Rhodes on the show. Cody Rhodes would win the match, of course. And then we would have a debut after. And that could be like a Keith Lee, or, you know, if Tony really wanted to play ball and get some lawyers involved, Ali.
Oh, God.
So, those
are your 3?
Yes.
Okay. Haley, who are your 3? Who are you thinking?
Well, Kiley, you stole 2 of mine.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
First. It's fine. I don't know. Maybe, see, part of me thinks that, we could get, an ROH signing here, but, I don't know. That's... Not the phone ringing.
Sorry, it's my mother. I'm 17. Forgive me. Sorry. I have to text her now until I'm on air. Continue.
I mean, it could be like Jonathan Gresham.
Yeah, but
I didn't see his tweets, but Chris is saying.
I feel like it is, Jeff.
I think it would be hard to be Gresham.
Else.
I don't think they would put Gresham in a ladder match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Phone again. Apologize. But my pick was Josh Alexander. And I know, he's getting hyped up. Whoever this person is getting hyped up a lot. And a lot of people are saying Josh Alexander wouldn't live up to the hype. But, one, I would pop. LOL. Even if he doesn't really go on to do anything major after, I still think that moment would be legendary. And AEW seemingly primarily cares about moments right now. And 2, I think they've been teasing it a lot. I don't think that they would be doing that and mentioning his name as much if they didn't have something in the works. But I also think Josh has a lot going on at Impact right now, so it's really up in the air for me. But I do agree that Jeff Hardy could make sense, because aren't wrestlers allowed to take themselves out of their non-competes? I remember hearing a report about this a while ago that somebody can decline their non-compete or something. I don't remember.
I'm not sure. I guess it would depend on the contract, because I know there was a report that people were asking to be let out of their non-compete. So I think for some people it might be required, and some people maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Regardless, Tony has the money to buy him out. So
Right. Yeah, whatever it is, I feel like they could make Jeff Hardy work. And it seems like he's a lot happier now. They're taking bookings regardless. It depends. They could request. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I think regardless of whoever this person is, there's going to be controversy online.
100%.
And I'm already expecting that. Like, if it is like a Josh Alexander and ROH guy, they're going to say that the hype was too big or whatever. But I feel like that's incredibly disrespectful to the performers, but whatever, go off. But they also did this with people who weren't considered major stars, like Tony Nese. So I'm not setting my expectations super high for this.
And if it's Jeff Hardy, they're going to be like, oh, all AEW does is sign ex-WWE guys, and then they cut
Even
talent.
If it is Keith Lee.
If it's anyone who's ever worked in WWE, even for like a day, they're going to be like, all it is ex-WWE guys, WWE light, and I just...
Oh, God. Yeah.
Regardless, I'm staying off Twitter. Or I'm just going to tweet and then get off.
Tweet and leave, yeah.
Yeah, hit and run.
Not a hit and run.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I think that's all we have to say on that Dynamite Surprise. I think a lot of it is just a wait and see kind of thing. It seems like there's no leaks coming out about it. But the no compete. Keith got married this past weekend. Like, he literally got married yesterday. So I don't know if he wants to take some time and spend time with Mia and like celebrate their marriage. It seems like a lot for me. Like, if I got married, would I want to debut on national TV within that same week? Probably not. No. But I mean,
my honeymoon.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's up to Keith, though. I mean, they're going to do whatever makes them happy. And if it's Keith, I'm happy too. Keith, good God. God bless. Let's do Goldberg versus Roman next. You think you want to do Goldberg? Or you want to skip it?
Goldberg.
You already brought it up, so.
Listen. I'm not a Goldberg hater.
Can't relate. I am.
I am too.
Well, I don't like him as a wrestler, especially in 2022. I'll say that. I respect him for what he's done for the business, but I think in 2022, do we need Goldberg versus Roman Reigns? And I get he has, like, someone said he has like a match left on his contract, but like, does it have to be Roman? does it have to be such a prominent spot? I don't get it.
Every time we see him, he challenges for a freaking title.
Why?
Who cares? And no one cares.
It's just
Goldberg, I guess. I don't know.
Is he a ratings draw? Like, does anyone know?
I don't
want to know.
Yeah.
Well, if he's a ratings draw, he's a pay-per-view draw. I could see why they would put him on the card, but he doesn't have to
premium live event.
A premium live event. I don't know why he's to face Roman. I think this is bad for Roman, especially if they're gonna do Roman Brock.
Then Roman is on like this old person serial killer rustler kind of thing. Sorry, I don't know how else to describe it, but like that's what it is. Like they give them all the like legends, and then they're like, "Oh, he's beat everybody."
Every time I see Goldberg, I think about that horrible Undertaker match where they both injured each other, and then it was done early, and I'm traumatized.
We have a love message from my boyfriend Dylan.
I was just reading.
Oh, hi Dylan.
Hi Dylan. Bye Dylan. Love you. But I think Goldberg can leave. I don't want this match. Every time it's Saudi, I think we expect to see Goldberg. He's not. It's been proven. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to say it, but like, thanks.
Yeah, it's.
Well, Goldberg. I don't know. Like, I don't know the WWE fans. They could tune in to see Goldberg. What do I know? I'm not the target audience.
I think it's
the target demo.
I think this is both. He's not entertaining and he always jumps the line. He has never been in a contenders match. He's never had a match in the past, year now that wasn't a title match. He's lost all of his title match opportunities too. So it's not even like he wins in big matches. No, we know he's coming to lose. Yeah. He doesn't earn his spot. What are we doing here?
And I hate when people say, well, it's WWE, they don't have a ranking system like AEW, and it's unfair to say that, but it's not unfair to think that if you're going to wrestle for a title, you should either be a proven winner or have won a qualifying match or a number one contenders match or something. So
Right.
I'm not holding them to the ranking standard.
I don't think it's for the crowd. I think it's for
It's
the
for
people
the-
who
it's the-
pay for the show.
It's for the Crown Prince. He I don't know if he does now, but in like past shows, he did get a say in who was in it.
Didn't he ask for like Yokozuna? Isn't that the story? He asked for Yokozuna.
Yeah.
Yokozuna was, yeah. Yep. Okay. All you missed was us talking about Goldberg and Dynamite. Great.
So nothing.
We talked about Jeff Hardy. I love Jeff.
That's true. That was the only redeeming quality.
Oh,
I love all these, like Matt Hardy saying he's so stress-free now. Jeff's life is so stress-free. I'm like, wow, that's goals.
Wish I could relate.
Same. Jeff, teach me how to do it. I'm going to go to a meet and greet, and my only question for Jeff is going to be, how do I be stress-free?
I may or may not be going to that New Jersey one, so like I will do it. I will let you know.
I need you to
going to the Massachusetts one. I'm really thinking about it.
Maybe I should do that instead, so then I can meet up with you.
Okay, we have a question on GCW. Do you want to answer it?
What's
oh my god. Thoughts on well,
he's saying this because he
wrestling?
texted it to me right before we went on.
I didn't see his name at first, and I was like, thoughts on Joey Janela bleeding buckets last night? Yo, it's Joey Janela. I'm always here for that.
I didn't watch the show last night. I'm going to have to look back at it. I apologize, but who was his match against? Was it Dr. Wagner or Psycho Clown? I don't remember.
Dr. Wagner.
Okay. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay. Let's
it was
just
good.
Okay.
I love the match.
You want to talk about something bad now?
What is it, though?
Elimination Chamber.
Ew.
Why?
What, do we really have to?
Let's just talk about the match, the WWE title match, so we can get this. Oh, we love Nick Gage. We're a Nick Gage fan club over here. I want to get a cameo from Nick Gage. Maybe I should ask Dylan to get me one for Valentine's Day.
Do it.
Yeah, Dylan, when you watch this back, get me a Nick Gage cameo. That was real off topic. Okay. Let's talk this Elimination Chamber match. It got announced on Raw. We had a couple of qualifying matches. We had half of the people had to qualify. The other half were just automatically stuck in the match, which were Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins, both who lost their title matches, and then get put right into another title match.
I think we all know where this Elimination Chamber is going.
1 second, we'll get there. So we have Bobby Lashley, the champion, taking on Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, both of who did not have to qualify, versus Austin Theory, Great, Riddle, and AJ Styles.
I think the only answer here is Brock is going to win. Which, poor Bobby. Why did Brock win the Royal Rumble?
People. Poor black people.
Yeah.
All four of the recent, I've said this before, all four of the recent black champions, Kofi Kingston, Big E, Bobby Lashley, well, three, have been dethroned by Brock Lesnar after this.
Why did Brock win the Rumble? Like, what if they want to do champion versus champion? Just have Brock retain. Why did he win the Rumble? If we were gonna do Brock versus Roman, champion versus champion, which I thought they were gonna do, and then Brock won the Rumble, and then I just don't. Why are they giving all of this to Brock?
There was the report that they don't know what they're doing with the WWE title.
Well, neither do I.
I don't know what they're doing at all. Like.
They're doing Brock Roman clearly now. They're going to do champion versus champion.
Yeah,
but that's a big mistake.
Why didn't you just save the time? Whatever.
They were already in a feud.
Yeah,
It was already set up. We are ready to go.
Oh, this feels like a right statistic. This feels accurate. Like the first match was WrestleMania 31, right? 31. Now we're at 38. Yep. That's 7. I'm getting goosebumps. I hate my life. Why are we doing that? Stop it.
It's so bad. And I don't hate Brock as a wrestler. And I don't want people to think that I hate him as a wrestler because I think he's good at what he does. But come on. It's 2022 and we're feeding him the entire world and saying, here you go into WrestleMania as though he needs help getting to the main event of WrestleMania. I just don't get it.
Can we make picks for who we would have had win the Royal Rumble so we can talk about something good? Like, let's book this ourselves and make this good, because if we're gonna sit here and be mad, then it's just gonna be boring. Let's make this good.
Okay, I have a question though. Are we booking the Royal Rumble with the assumption that Bobby Lashley won the WWE?
We can do that. Okay, that works.
So that already happened.
Yep.
So Biggie.
And we automatically assume Brock is taking on Roman at Mania because we know that was going to happen regardless.
Biggie. Because he got robbed.
Yes. Haley?
So he's my Rumble pick.
I was going to say KO and then you said that. So I'm also going to go Biggie.
Okay. I'm going to pitch something else. This is going to sound real bad.
Is it Shane McMahon? If you say Shane McMahon, I'm
why the fuck would I do that? Why would I do that?
I don't know. I was scared.
I'm hot-shotting this title because they made the wrong decision by putting it on Bobby. We're going to put it back on Big Yet Elimination Chamber, but we're going to have Montez Ford win the Royal Rumble and make Montez Ford a star. Because I think he should have been made in the Rumble, but didn't.
Okay, I have a question for you to build off of that.
Yeah.
If Montez wins the Rumble, does he become a singles guy, or are you a tag team single run kind of girl?
Tag team single.
Yes.
You got to keep them together. It's part of the
It's gimmick. Like when they broke up the New Day.
Ooh, don't go there. Please don't go there.
I'm trauma.
Yeah.
Every time they book something.
Hold on.
Stop.
Oh God. Okay. But I'm just here for the lineage of black champions and making the WWE championship a black championship. Just for the chaos that it would cause.
They never give the black champions a chance to establish themselves.
I wonder why.
Well, I think we all know why, but I guess other people don't. Oh my God, we're getting controversial.
I can't be controversial. It's Black History Month. I can say what I want this month.
Fact. Okay, valid.
Let's talk Shane McMahon. Let me scroll up here.
I know what you're going to reference.
Oh no, he's back.
Okay. It's Valentine's Day. We're including the significant others in the show this week, I guess. I have a WWE question. Does Shane jump ship to AEW in your opinion?
It's the way you don't even watch WWE, Michael.
Oh my God.
Would I pop for it? It'd be funny.
Yeah, it would, but it would never happen.
Haley, what if you were at an AEW show and like the lights turn off and then they come back on and they're green lights and you just hear, here comes the money?
I would leave. I would literally leave the arena. Like I think I would, yeah.
I don't know what I would do.
Like, I'm not a Shane hater.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I just, Kylie was sick of me. Actually, bye.
Miss Girl. There she
I don't know what happened. That was God saying no to Shane McMahon, I think. Tomato.
No, what is it? Onion.
Onions.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
So we didn't even talk about why we're even mentioning Shane McMahon here. Shane McMahon is officially gone from WWE, it seems like.
It's crazy.
Mainly due to what happened in the Royal Rumble. It seems like he was an unnamed producer in the Rumble, unlisted, helped to produce. Shane wanted a bunch of stuff that would highlight him, wanted to go in at number 1 and be the Iron Man, which is Jesus Christ. Shane McMahon, do you know who you are? Let's not do that. Then Vince was like, yeah, no, He was forced to go out at number 27 instead of number 28. And then it looked like he was going to be in Elimination Chamber, or he was going to have some type of maybe even a title feud going into WrestleMania. Then that got pulled, and now he's no longer with the WWE. What are we thinking about this?
Imagine getting fired by your dad for
Honestly.
Second of all, I think it's so just horrifically funny that I don't have any thoughts other than it's hilarious. I do think it's sad though that he got fired before Ali did.
Facts though.
Sad face, sad face.
I want to know, did Laurinaitis call Shane McMahon and be like, "Hey, dude, just like
and your future endeavors.
Good luck, dude. Your daddy says you're gone. You're out of the company.
Your
no more.
He is 90 days.
This is not the no compete.
The no compete.
Ay.
I think it's so funny, and I'm so sorry because I don't like to make jokes out of when people lose their jobs, but
it's Shane McMahon.
He kind of deserved it.
And
so
did he lose his job?
And it doesn't matter. Like,
did he really lose his job though? Like, was that his job, or he was just like making money for just being there? I feel like that's what his job was.
Oh, 100%. He was probably just like, he'd like sign a form every quarter and then he'd get a paycheck.
Hold on. Wait.
No.
Wait, how did we get to long live ADHDivas? Can that be our fan cry now? Whenever people see us at AEW events together, they chant long live ADHDivas.
We should make stickers that look just like this, but it says ADHDivas.
Can we please?
Can we?
No, you know the scribble we have like for our like logo image?
Yeah.
We make it say long live and make it into a scribble.
Love that. Yes, I think we should.
I'd buy dude.
Me
I
too.
think we gotta make it happen now.
You.
Okay. Can we move on from the McMahon family and talk about MJF versus Punk? Let's talk about this match.
I thought it was good.
Okay.
I really did. But I guess that's just because I'm so invested in MJF. This was like his coronation. And he beat Punk twice, technically. And I was just excited. I don't know.
You're probably on the Body Slam stream. We're streaming on multiple different platforms right now. We also have an ADHDivas YouTube channel, which is likely where those comments are coming from. But I like MJF. I love him as a wrestler. I feel like he's a better in-ring guy than he is on the mic, and that's even insane because he's amazing on the mic as well. But when I looked at this match, I actually fell asleep before this match happened, so I had to watch it back. I thought it was good. I mean, I can see why people are praising it, but I guess I like different styles of matches than most people do anyway. And I feel like maybe this is a hot take, but like how Punk has been wrestling, it has been very methodical as opposed to like a spot heavy, incredibly memorable because of the moves, because of the stylistic nature of the match. I feel like it's just veteran working as a veteran, you know, and that's fine, and I'm cool with that. But I think I wanted something more, especially from the Wardlow stuff. I wanted more from that as well. Any thoughts on the finish, Kai or Haley?
I wish this would have been when Wardlow turned on MJF.
Me too.
I was so ready for it.
We're waiting and waiting and waiting. Like, when is it going to happen?
This is the Wardlow fan club, and we're so excited.
We'll never do that again.
I was trying to swing a shirt.
A shirt?
I don't know. You know when they have like the Britt Baker thing and they go like a Wardlow thing. I don't know. What is it called?
There you go.
There you go. Did you just take off your shirt?
I'm wearing a tank top.
Oh.
Not flashing anyone. Don't worry.
YouTube takes this down.
Yeah. The things we do for Mr. Mayhem. I don't know. I think that's such a weird name for him still. I love his music though. I feel like I could like work out. I don't work out, but I could work out his entrance music.
You heard the song, is what you're saying.
I just got a text from my boyfriend and it was the most hilarious thing ever. there's a bit where I swing a slinky like this. And I don't have my slinky at my desk, but it's very hilarious. I wish I could show you guys. I'll show you guys off air. But should we do Brian Kendrick now? Should we move to a more serious note?
Yeah, I feel like we have to talk about it.
Okay. Before we do that, can we just? I like Lee Moriarty too.
Yeah,
should we talk about Bryan Danielson? Let's get happy before we have to move to the bad Bryan. Let's do good Bryan, then bad Bryan. Okay. Bryan Danielson pitched to Jon Moxley this like stable, like young gun veteran like stable thing on Dynamite this past week that included Lee Moriarty, Wheeler Yuta, and Daniel Garcia. Mind you, I am in love with all of these men. So I am sitting on my bed crying as he's saying names. Once he got to Leland, I'm in full tears. I am so excited for Leland. Do you think they will actually do this with Moxley or not? Do you think we'll actually see this?
I think for sure, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they would have done it with these two big stars, like introduced it if they weren't going to fulfill the promise. My only gripe with it is I could have done without Danielson being Jim Cornette.
Oh, yeah.
I could have done without that. But
that and take Yuta away from the best friends. I feel like he was having some really interesting stories with them, like fitting in but not fitting in. Same thing for Garcia. I feel like he worked really well because they're gonna have to either turn all of them heel or all of them face. You know what I mean? So I Garcia as a face is definitely gonna work. I just don't know if Yuta and Lee. I mean, I could see it actually. I think Yuta would be a harder heel turn for me than Lee would. I could see Lee getting kind of vicious. I think Yuta's a nice boy.
See, it's interesting though because Danielson is playing up this heel persona, but Moxley is still a face. Like you can't turn Moxley heel, especially after everything he went through. So I feel like we could see. I think Moxley and Danielson are definitely going to feud at some point. And I think if they have little underlings, I think we'll see a mixture of faces and heels. And I think that would be really interesting in a faction.
Yeah, I think that would work. Interesting. I think that it'll just be Danielson, though, unless they bring in, like, a Gresham or something. I would love for them to bring in Gresham to do this. I just don't know if that's what he wants to do. Okay, do we want to do Kendrick now? Bad Bryan. Kylie, do you feel comfortable introducing this?
Yeah, I could talk about it. So Brian Kendrick was released from WWE. Like a few hours later, he's booked for an AEW match. So everyone's talking about Brian Kendrick for the first time in a long time. And David Bixenspan, he's probably one of the best researchers in wrestling. He starts bringing up all this stuff about Kendrick years ago, around 2013, with all going on these conspiracy podcasts and these newsletters and blogs and all sorts of things, talking about lizard people and Holocaust denial and just terrible, terrible things. Okay. I don't want to get too much into that because I don't want to spread it. So this, of course, the internet latches onto it and starts spreading it, and more stuff keeps coming up. And people come to the consensus that Brian Kendrick is just not appropriate for television. Tony Khan takes him off TV. And then people start saying it's cancel culture. Like, you can't hold him accountable for things he said a decade ago. And Brian Kendrick then releases his apology, where he says, those aren't my beliefs and I never believed them. So that, started everything back up again. People were critiquing his apology, asking him why he would spread propaganda like that if he didn't believe it. And it just turned into this whole moral sort of ethical debate on Twitter, on wrestling Twitter, which is never a good thing because these people, they're not built for this. And it's just a lot of stuff came up about some other wrestlers. It was just a whole mess. And it was disappointing.
Yeah. From the moment that the news or like, I guess the information started to resurface or surface in general, it seems like, I was incredibly shocked. Kylie, we talked about this a while ago that like you were really excited for this. I thought this was super interesting, like to see somebody who got released from their contract, like got their requests fulfilled for release, to immediately get booked into AEW, show up the next night and have that match, which was already insane for me.
Yeah.
And then to see him also have that taken away from him and get fired from 2 places within 24 hours, it seemed incredibly hectic. I think Tony definitely made the right decision. I feel like might not always make the right decisions, but I feel like here he made a good one.
Mhm.
I feel like this has nothing to do with cancel culture as well. Has everything to do with being held accountable, especially with that weak apology that he gave, I guess you could say, where he was like incredibly dismissive, didn't address what he like. Okay, I saw this comment under one of Vix's posts that there's 3 things you should look for in an apology. It's 1, you should state what happened. 2, why it happened. 3, what you're doing to change. And I feel like we were lacking any of those things in substance. Like, it was a very surface level. I have to get this out quickly because if I don't, I look even worse. And I think that the apology was like weak, not even well written, wasn't honest, wasn't open, wasn't
Yeah.
at
Especially-
all. There's a word I'm looking for. I can't find it.
He said he never believed. So
It was dismissive.
And I think the problem that I have with it especially is the way that Twitter reacted and people accepting the apology that should not have been accepting the apology because it wasn't their place.
Oh, it wasn't sincere at all.
No.
Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like it's not even my place to talk about it in general. Like, I wasn't affected by any of those groups. It's not my apology to accept or decline. But from my point of view, it looked incredibly insincere. And from like even people on Twitter who seem to resonate with those beliefs and seem to be the ones who were affected are like, no, this is not going to slide.
Because let's say, for just for a second, that he didn't believe that stuff. He still went and spread it to be a troll, to be funny. I'm not really. Either way, you can't do that and expect people to just accept your apology.
Yeah, and the people defending him only made it worse. What was his name? What was the guy who
Gentleman Nervous?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
I thought that was his name. I didn't want to say it wrong. But it was a weak defense of that man.
Yeah.
And it didn't seem well intentioned either. It seemed like, let me clear my friend's name and not even think about the harm that he did.
Yeah, you can't just say Brian Kendrick is a good person. He's a locker room leader. He does so much for everyone. He's not an anti-Semite. First of all, it's not. You can't say he's not an anti-Semite when he did all these anti-Semitic things.
Yeah,
like a lot of bigots, you don't know they're a bigot because they're nice to you. But let's examine why they're nice to you before we start saying they're not anti-Semitic, they're not a bigot. And he didn't do that. And rightfully, people piled on him. So.
And also, like, okay, I'm going to make a comparison based on race because that's what my main experiences are with. I feel uncomfortable when a white person calls another white person racist without a black person being like, hey, yeah, that's correct, or giving it like a cosign. That's how it felt when, like, Gentleman Jarvis, I'm not sure if he's Jewish or not, said that and was like, hey, I'm going to defend this person. But, like, it doesn't seem like it's his place to defend him. You know what I mean? Like, it seemed like he was speaking out of turn. Any final thoughts on this or anything that we think will come out of this? Nope. Okay. Moving on. You want to do Kurt Angle next?
Sure.
Is that fun to move on to? Okay. So, because we have another bad thing to get to, so I'm trying to space out the bad things so we can get to the good stuff. Kurt Angle, I guess it's also was a bad thing though. Kurt Angle was supposed to do a program, supposed to do a 3-week program, and he was kind of promoting it, and I was expecting it. He was talking about it on his podcast. People were reporting it. I was like, I like Kurt Angle. You know, I can get behind this. I'm excited to see this. Didn't know who was going to be with. I was guessing maybe like Alpha Academy would have been my guess. Or even Riddle, I guess maybe. But that 3-week program was pulled. It was canceled. He said that on his podcast, which is one reflective of how quickly things change and how hard it is to keep the WWE's attention on something. And two, I also feel like that was incredibly disrespectful to like allow him to like announce it, promote it, mention it, and then like to take that away. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
Well, and he did work. Wasn't he at the Rumble too? He was doing like meet and greets and things.
Oh yeah, he was doing media.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Why can't WWE commit to things? Why can't they commit to stories? And the card's subject to change, and I know people are going to say that about this story, but just commit to stories and start them and finish them. Don't take detours and come back to them 2 months later when I don't care anymore. It's just why are they struggling so hard with storytelling in WWE? I don't get it.
It's like when you're in a relationship and you're failing to commit to somebody. We talked about this on like Demo Divas kind of, but like I feel like they're cheating too. Like they're looking at a relationship with somebody else and they're like, hey, I want that person. Let me date that person. And they take, Allie Ketch for Nikita Leone. They take Orange Cassidy, kind of, sort of, for Wendy Chu, and they try to, I don't know. Maybe that's a little too spicy, but I feel like that's kind of what's happening. I don't know. What are we even thinking they're going to do for WrestleMania now? Because I don't even understand how we get to WrestleMania, how they keep their eye on one thing for Mania.
I think there's only two certainties. We're gonna have Brock Roman and Ronda Charlotte. Everything else and everyone else, I don't think they have any idea.
Yeah.
And I think that's honestly where their priorities lie, which is garbage.
Mm-hmm.
But
can I eat a crab chip now?
Yes. I really want to know how they taste.
I found these chips like in January. I think
they've been there for a hot minute.
On DoorDash, on Dash Pass. Not Dash Pass, Dash Mart. And apparently they sell these crab chips. I like seafood a lot. I eat seafood very often, specifically like with the seasonings and stuff. I like a nice, lemon pepper, Cajun, garlic butter, mixed seasoning. I'm hoping that's what this is. It says Chesapeake. Is that how you say it, Kylie?
Yeah.
Chesapeake Bay crab seasoning. I have no idea what that means.
So I think they're just chips that have seasoning on them that you would put on crab. I don't know if there's any actual crab flavor.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know.
Okay, tell me.
I hope it's just the seasoning because I don't know about like a seafood.
Just powdered crab.
I'm gonna read the back of this. It says this chip has been a staple in the Utz potato chip family for years. I guess
I've never heard of
crab chips for years. We take our famously fresh, crispy potato chips and season them with delicious Chesapeake Bay crab seasoning. You may not be able to enjoy the luxury of crabs by the bay every day, but with these Utz crab chips, you can savor that legendary Chesapeake Bay crab flavoring anytime on the perfect chip. So grab a bag and enjoy. I don't think I'm going to like these. I'm nervous.
I love the whole ad you just did for them.
I know.
They need to pay you. Pay Shell. Just saying.
Oh, I got it for that. This smells weird. It smells like cute chips, but weird.
It's the lag for me.
It's the lag for me.
Oh no.
Chicken ramen. It's like the seasoning. Maybe
Jaychele, your internet is garbage today.
Sorry, it's like New England. The weather is horrible all the time.
I know.
I'm gonna try to switch my Wi-Fi. We'll see if it works. Worst comes to worst, I'll just go on my hotspot.
Just down there.
Well,
what do you think about the crab chips? Do you think they're gonna taste good?
do I think they're gonna taste good? Maybe. I don't know.
Is this any better?
Yeah.
Yes,
There you
it's so
go.
much better.
Are you sure? Okay, because I was ready to turn my hotspot on. Okay, let's try these chips. I'm not excited for this. I got water here. Let me open this because I feel like
Well,
I'm
neither
gonna
of
spit.
us can eat them, so I want to know what they taste like.
I feel like I'm gonna spit
I
these
think they're
out.
gonna be good.
I'm gonna grab some napkins in case this isn't good. Hold on. I'm gonna tilt my camera up in case I gotta spit it. That's what she said. But this is getting chaotic. Okay. I don't live in the UK. Hold on. Pause. I live in the Northeast. I
New
live in Rhode Island.
England. The new world.
Where's the British accent?
Oh my god, can you imagine
Do
with
it.
a British accent?
Do it.
No, I think
Do
that's it's gonna sound it's not gonna sound nice. Okay. Hold on. Okay, you ready? Can I get a countdown? I'm not excited for this now.
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
go. Crunchy. No.
It's just a potato chip.
Yeah, with seasoning
It
on it.
looks plain.
Yeah, it tastes plain.
Does it taste like cardboard with like seasoning?
It tastes like
It
a
looks like
potato
that.
chip.
That's
I'm not
depressing.
tasting any crab. I'm gonna finish this. Let's see.
You've been looking forward to these chips for so long, and now there's such a
You went in for the second bite, so it can't be that bad.
They're edible. I wouldn't
Maybe
enjoy
the
them.
seasoning fell to the bottom of the bag.
Do you want me to dip my
Yeah.
finger in there? Do you want me to lick my
Shake
finger
it
and
up.
dip it
Yeah.
into the bottom?
That
I'm
was
like-
not. I'm never doing that again. Never doing that again.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can find some of the. Okay.
Okay.
No.
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's very
Glad I-
salty.
Ooh.
It's like drawing all the water. No, ma'am.
You have water. Drink some.
Yeah, that was not. It's drawing all of the
Moisture.
Yeah, there you go. That was not exciting. I have other chips to try, but I don't know where they went. Oh, I found them. I have these avocado oil.
Those
sea
are the ones
salt.
I really want to know if they taste good.
Hold on. This is turning into a taste test.
Listen, you're taking over the snack segment. Like, this is Jaychele's hangry now.
Jaychele's angry.
Shelly snacks.
Yeah.
Can I do
Those
ASMR?
look healthy.
Please. I love a good ASMR moment.
Okay, hold on. Go back. Hold on. Is it working? Is it working?
Stop.
Can you please do an ASMR? Oh my god. Listen.
I don't like the burnt ends.
Those look so good.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I love it.
This is not where I thought my career would take me.
You listen. You're talented. Maybe you have a future in ASMR. You know
Stop
what?
it.
Haley, the ASMR reviewer.
I
Your new
love
segment.
ASMR.
I hate it so much.
I love it. This is the best part of the show so far. Like,
Should
I
we
love this so much.
continue?
Like,
No.
Should I eat another chip?
yes.
Are we gonna have to 2/3 vote on Kylie?
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Don't just plug your ears.
Ready? This is a really bad show. Like this is like not good. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna eat chips. If you guys want to talk about wrestling, you can, but I'm gonna eat chips and do ASMR.
I can't believe this is happening right now.
Stop! You can't make me break.
I'm sorry. I thought I was supposed to be funny.
Ooh, okay.
Jaychele.
It's becoming too much now. This is excessive.
I'm done. Okay. I ate 5 chips. I got my nice and even number out there. Okay.
That was the most ADHD thing you've ever said.
What?
Listen.
Got my nice even numbers.
Dude, you should see me. If it's not 2 or 5, I'm pissed.
Oh, for me,
Especially
it's
like
3
the
or
radio
5.
dial. Stop.
When you turn the volume up, it has to be
Yeah.
either 0 or 5. Okay. Do we want to talk about wrestling now, or should we just talk about things we enjoyed from this week that weren't wrestling?
I feel like
The
we
Olympics
talked
started.
about a lot of like bad things, so maybe we need like a little break.
Yeah.
Let's happy moment.
What are you guys looking forward to this week? Any good stuff coming up? Any shows or anything?
I'm going to AIW.
Period.
Ooh. Are you
Who's on
excited?
that card? Do you know?
Yeah, Cardona's gonna be there. Danhausen's gonna be there. Cardona has a match against Wes Barkley. It's a title match, so that's gonna be good.
Kylie, what about you?
The Olympics started, and I was a Winter Olympics hater. Like, I thought the sports were really boring, but I watched figure skating the other day.
Yeah, I heard that was good.
And it was like partners. It was like partner dance figure skating. So entertaining, so good. There's this duo from China. I can't remember their names. I'm so sorry, but you guys could probably look them up. They were so good. I loved them.
Do you want to talk about the show that you went to where you saw Maserati? Oh, we're gonna get to this. Hold on. Talk about Maserati.
Yeah, so I went to its Generation Championship Wrestling in Florida, and they have this is the second year they've done it, but it's all women's tournament, and it's called the Diamond Cup, and the winner gets like a cup and a little medallion that they can cash in for a title shot. Which, I mean, you should go buy the pay-per-view and watch it, but it was cashed in that night, so you're guaranteed a title match. And Maserati wrestled Catalina Perez. It was so good. I put it on my matches of the year. It was that good. And I had seen Maserati and Catalina Perez before because Catalina did AW Dark or Dark Elevation, one of those two, and I had seen them do indie stuff. And this match was so good. Like, it deserved to be on AEW or WWE, like a platform. It was so good. And they did that for like 50 people. And what was this? It was called like the Egypt or something like that. It was just like a little church-ish building, and there's a bar. It was so weird.
Is this the one where like you were like in that Uber or whatever, and you thought they were like holding you hostage?
Oh my god! So my sister and I took an Uber to this indie show because if we're going to an event, we always Uber just in case. So we get in the Uber, and she doesn't get on the highway when the little map tells her to get on the highway. She starts going all these back roads, and I'm like, oh no. Like, is this, and it's a woman, so like I wasn't on guard. But now I'm like, oh, I should have been on guard, but we got there. She just went a different way. She just knew where she was going, I guess.
Never a bad thing to be aware of your surroundings at all times.
Yes. I feel like women have started to scare me a little bit more than men, like with all of like the women get used as bait or whatever, like for like
yes, I saw this report. I think it was by the FBI that said women are like kidnapped most often by women their age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me afraid to go to college? LOL.
You just gotta be wary of them, I guess.
Yeah. Me running to those little blue houses. Do you guys have those?
Oh, like the little emergency buttons?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a universal thing or what. I don't think.
Yeah, we have to have them in Florida because our universities are just like insane.
Ohio too.
Because human trafficking, not to make the subject really dark, is really big in Florida because of the ports, especially where I live. So.
And you want me to come visit you one day? Isn't that what you told me multiple times?
Well, yeah, but here's the thing about Florida. one, there's a lot of old people, and they're very mean. Two,
And
we have
probably racist.
Yes, especially near, it's called the Villages, where they all live. Two, there's a lot of really weird animals, like alligators and iguanas.
You love alligators.
Wait, I have a question.
Favorite animal.
Do those old people commit the purge? Do you think they have their own purge? No,
What do you
this
mean?
is maybe this is like weird. But do you think like they like kidnap people and have a purge?
I
Oh, I know what you're saying.
You mean like they hunt them for like sport or something?
Yeah, like that. Most dangerous.
Maybe I
game
feel like that's a
style.
Florida thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, right. And like they
They're-
have money to
People
sleep
are
under
like
the
that,
rug.
so I don't put it past them.
I would never. I'm telling everyone watching this and you guys, never, ever, ever go there. They're mean.
To Florida,
Like Donald Trump went there, and they like got along. Like those are his people. They're just the old people who like they moved to Florida and they retire here. So they're not really like natives, and they're just sort of like entitled. Like they're retired, so they think that Florida owes them everything, and they think that we're here to serve them because they got old enough to retire.
Ew.
They're so mean.
and it sucks because Florida's such a beautiful state. Like if you take all
It
those
is.
people out of it, like it's genuinely beautiful. I've been
And the
once.
alligators.
We can
Well, the
do-
alligators don't really bother you. Like they're scared of people.
I
The
saw videos of alligators climbing over fences, and you want to tell me not to be afraid of them?
Well, if you live near a body of water, then you're probably gonna have alligators, especially if it's mating season. Like they come out more. But if you're just like driving around or
Alligators come out
in
to
a
fuck?
city, huh?
Yeah, they need to have babies.
Yeah, they lay eggs though.
Yeah. Little alligator baby eggs.
Can
They
you
like dig a hole and
imagine
lay the eggs.
seeing little fucking alligator eggs and something crawls out of it in the
Oh,
middle
they're
of the
big
night?
eggs. They're
Yeah, they're pretty big.
yeah,
And the little baby alligators are kind of big, but they're so
Yeah.
cute.
the little
How
tail.
do you call an alligator cute?
I mean,
are
they are
cute.
kind of cute.
If you grow up in Florida, it's like a universal experience. You've held a baby alligator.
I've held a
Up
snake.
until like a couple decades
I
ago,
did
you could buy
too.
them as pets.
I've pet a stingray. Does that count?
I've done that
Oh,
too.
yeah, we have those too. We have stingray too, and jellyfish.
Is it stingray or jellyfish where you have to pee on it?
Jellyfish.
jellyfish?
Okay. I'm
you get
very
stung by a
stupid. People
stingray,
don't know this,
like-
but I don't know basic general information.
Well, most people who get like stung by a stingray, it's because they step on it in the water. You have to if you're in water where there's stingray, you have to shuffle your feet so that it scares them away. Because if you step on it, though, they will stab you. It's called the stingray
they
shuffle.
have that thing under their. Is it in a part of their tail where it's like and it hurts?
Yeah, it like comes up.
Yeah.
Like when you go to the aquarium and you feed them and pet them, they have them removed though.
Oh, does that hurt
So
them?
different.
Probably.
Huh?
It hurts them to remove it.
No. It just remove like the venom and the little stabby thing.
Okay.
I'm
Oh
thinking-
yeah, join Kylie's team for sure. I think we should all do trivia one day. We should do that for like a ADHDivas episode. Like we can even pre-tape it.
Okay, we can do that.
I think we should definitely do it. And I think we should just prove to everybody how stupid I am. People think I'm really smart and I need them to understand that.
You're not
I'm
stupid.
Dude.
First of all, you're 17. So you can't really be held to an adult standard.
I'm like 1 year away from like adult. I'm
Okay, I
about to
think you did
graduate
basic.
high school. I should know basic stuff you learn in high school though. That's solid.
Well, if you want to be completely honest, I don't remember a lot of what I learned in high school.
As long as we
Me
don't
neither,
do math
but it's the trauma. So
above algebra, we're chilling here.
honestly,
Yeah.
you don't need any of that.
You really don't, unless you're going to do it for your job. You
Yeah.
don't really need it.
Okay.
Like anything you need in life, you can Google and you will find out.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they think Google does. Like maybe back in the day you didn't have internet, but you still had books. You could figure it out.
Period. Okay. Can we get back to wrestling? Is that okay with you guys?
Yes.
Let's do Michelle McCool, I guess. She's about to go into the Hall of Fame, it seems like. The person who made her gear for the Royal Rumble basically made an Instagram post that was saying Hall of Famer Michelle McCool. and it seems like people have started to reference to her as Hall of Famer. So it seems like she's going into the Hall of Fame this year. How are you guys feeling about Michelle McCool? Do you guys like her wrestling? Do you miss her wrestling or anything like that? Were you excited to see her in the Rumble?
Yeah.
Yes. We've talked about this.
What are you talking about? Do we like her wrestling?
I know that the answer is yes, but I have to pose it as a question to get you guys involved. That's how podcasting works, guys. LOL.
Wow.
Mansplain. Boom. Mic drop.
Michael, are you still in here? This is how you mansplain. I'm sorry.
Dude, what the
Is he still in here?
I don't know. He probably left.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I hope he's still in here.
I'll clip it and send it to him later.
Or just tell him to watch it back. Oh Jesus. You can timestamp this. That was 55 minutes in.
Michelle McCool's the best though.
Love her so much. She deserves it.
I love Michelle. I'm excited for her to go into the Hall of Fame. I hope she does like a dance, you know, like when she, you know how the entrance she does with the hood. I hope she does that when she better wear like a dress with a hood. I know that's not stylish, but like something or like a jacket with the hood.
Could be stylish.
It could, yeah, it could be, yeah.
Like a little razzle.
I loved her gear though. Her gear for Hall of Fame. I mean, for Royal Rumble, A1. She was looking pretty good in the ring too. I think she can make a comeback, to be honest. But I know she got kids and stuff, and yeah, whatever. Cameron is now teasing. I mean, Naomi is kind of teasing it too. That it seems like they're gonna come back and win the tag titles together. What are you guys thinking about the Funkadactyls coming back together?
I'm all for it, but I hope it's that they're actually coming back and not just doing it to spark interest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, the report came out that like morale is low in WWE and people are pitching ideas via social media. So I don't know if I should believe that this is actually going to happen or if this is just them pitching the idea on social media also. You know?
I hope it happens.
Yeah. I love women's tag wrestling. I feel like it could be so much more, especially if they try to incorporate the Bellas like I hope that they will. Or even if they did like Sasha and Bailey, even though I want them to face each other, I wouldn't be mad if they have like a tag title match because they could really make the women's tag titles mean something. I don't expect them to, but you know, I could hope for it.
I just feel like the women's tag titles were introduced for PR and attention. Like it's just, first of all, WWE doesn't care about any tag team wrestling, men's or women's. So to think that they introduced these titles with any intent is just kind of ignorant of the past. But I just want all tag team wrestling to succeed, and I want this women's tag division to really take off.
And they're
breaking up teams. And they released the Iconics.
Dude.
Arguably their best tag team.
Yeah.
Unarguably. They were the best. And they have their NXT tag division split apart, which makes no sense to me, but whatever, I guess. Let's try to guess two WrestleMania matches in general. We did the women's matches on Demo Divas, so you could go check that out on the Fightful Overbook channel. Let's do two men's matches or mixed tag matches if you want to do that.
See, it's really interesting because is Randy going to be back? Because if Randy's going to be back, then we could do our tag match.
Oh.
But if Randy's not going to be back, I'm just going to assume he's not going to be back.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. They'll probably do something with Doudrop versus like, I don't know, Liv Morgan maybe.
I hope Austin Theory isn't on WrestleMania. End of story.
He's going to be.
I know, but I hope he's not.
And I know everyone hates this feud because it's so old and played out, but the New Day versus the Usos is always a safe bet for good tag matches. I just want the New Day to be the New Day again. It's so sad.
I just want the New Day to be champions. Why can't the New Day be all the champions instead of the Bloodline?
I don't know.
Is that too powerful?
I don't know. I think Jey Uso being a single star is super interesting. I love the Usos. I love tag team wrestling. That's my thing. But Jey Uso as a single star
he's so good at storytelling too.
Yeah, in his facial expressions, he's like a natural actor.
Yeah.
I just want him to do something. Just beat up Roman.
Oh my god!
Honestly, at this point,
I have Riddle versus Randy. I think they're gonna speed that up and make it happen soon.
I was thinking that, but is Randy going to be back in time to build a feud? Like, that's why I was thinking tag. Like, maybe against who's available?
I mean, like, in this current day with, like, Big E as champion. And then them as tag titles. Because they focused the whole show around the bloodline. And they didn't really do that when Kofi was champion.
Yeah.
Never got a fair shot as champion anyway. But, I honestly, I think that they're going to lose a match. Because Randy's back this week. I think, right? He's back. He has that quiz trivia bowl on Monday with Alpha Academy. I think they're gonna lose their match against them, and then I think it's gonna be that Riddle is gonna be the face and Randy's gonna be the heel. I don't know. I mean, I could see Riddle as a heel though.
Yeah, I would think Riddle would be the heel. And Randy would be the face. But the other way around is really interesting.
I think that Riddle might be a big merch mover for them.
Yeah.
And I think that they'll want to keep him. I mean, to be fair, Roman is a big merch mover as well, I'm guessing. But, like, he's Roman. He's champion. But, like, I think if they turned Riddle, they wouldn't know too much what to do with him because he works really well as, like, this comedy character who, like, is, like, light and funny, and makes stoner jokes. And I don't know how they would.
Yeah, maybe Randy will be the heel because I don't remember what podcast it is. But he was on a podcast recently and he was talking about how there's not a lot of respect in the WWE locker room from when he debuted. Like, he feels like people respected him more when he was younger. And he said specifically, not everyone, but NXT guys come up and they say, "Where's my music? Where's my story?" And there's, like, not a level of respect for the veterans. So maybe that's him planting seeds to be the heel because Riddle was NXT for a long time.
Yeah, he is one of their NXT success stories. I think you could say
100%.
Yeah, another match I could see happening is Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. How do they get there? I don't know. I saw somebody. It was Jordan Oliver, funny enough, from GCW. That was like, didn't they just do this? And I was like, their last. Well, they burned that match on Raw, like, 2 months ago, and then they became best friends. But before that, it was like 2014 or something, or 2017. But yeah, I don't know. I hope we get that match. I hope we see KO and Seth both highlighted, and I feel like they would put on a banger with each other.
Do you guys think Bayley will have a match?
Yeah, I think she needs to. Sasha.
Do you think it's going to be Sasha?
I don't think it's going to be, but I want it to be.
I would love Sasha versus Lita, but
that'd be so good.
That'd be really good.
We're just fantasy booking at this point. We're not even saying what we think will happen.
Well, like, maybe they'll listen because do they have plans? I don't know. Doesn't
if
seem
they
like
need them, they can watch our show.
I'm going to start a change.org petition.
How many of those do we need to start at this point? Like, there's like 30.
20.
So many.
Yeah. We promised Shania Kai one, and I feel bad.
Well, we'll do it. We haven't had time.
Okay. Let's wrap this show up. Let's talk about Nia Jax. Let's get it out the way.
Good Lord. What a crazy woman.
So, Miss Girl basically kind of came out and was like, I stand behind me saying I don't agree with vaccines. She said this on Renee's podcast that she was fired because of it. And then she said on Twitter basically that people are buying fake vaccine cards from doctors. Like your faves are buying, like snitching on people without saying their names. Thoughts on this? I know Kiley took some action from this.
Well, first of all, if you didn't know, it's a felony to buy a fake vaccine card. We're in a public health crisis. You get vaccinated or you live with the consequences. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. Secondly, if you know that there's a underground crime ring and you just snitch on Twitter, now people are going to be knocking on her door, asking her about these fake vaccine cards. And if she knows and she doesn't do anything, if people ask her and she doesn't do anything, guess what? That's a felony too. Obstruction of justice, lying to police. So she has put herself in a hell of a situation here. She snitched on all her friends, supposedly her friends. Now does she think she's immune from like punishment? Does she think that nothing's gonna happen?
She thinks she's immune from coronavirus.
She thinks God makes her immune from coronavirus, but why would he make her immune from me?
Also, Roman is her cousin. 1, 2. Mojo Rawley, her best friend, came out and said that he almost died after having COVID for 19 months.
Yeah. And if there's a lot of countries and a lot of venues that won't let you in if you're not vaccinated. So even morals and ethics aside, WWE couldn't keep her because they would never, ever, ever be able, as long as this pandemic is happening and this virus is prevalent, they would never be able to put her in any stories because they'd have to drop her all the time because she couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So even if you don't agree with vaccines, you have to see from that perspective, WWE was right to cut her. And she couldn't be spreading disease around the locker room. There's Roman, her boss, Vince McMahon, is in his 70s. He's very old. There's other people that work backstage who are very old. So Nia Jax not getting vaccinated was a bad choice on her part. It cost her job. And now she is admitting that other people in professional sports, but presumably WWE, had fake vaccine cards. So good job snitching.
If you're going to make a decision like that, you have to live with the consequences. And that's it.
I think WWE needs to do an investigation and figure out if any of their wrestlers have fake vaccine cards.
Yeah, because that's a really bad look.
Yeah, if they do when you have a COVID outbreak and God forbid someone like Roman gets sick or someone goes home and gives it to their babies who can't get vaccinated. Again.
Yeah, WWE did call her to ask her to come back to the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but coming back for the Royal Rumble, I mean, presumably, I don't want to say whether she is or not. Yeah.
I mean, say it with your chest or don't say it at all. Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's always the chance that she's lying about it and she's just saying it to
be petty,
like drama. So because she said some of your faves. Like, clearly we have favorites, so we can figure it out, process of elimination. But so someone was like, well, why was she so honest about it and she didn't get a fake vaccine card? Well, either there is no ring of fake vaccine cards and a way to get them, or she is honest and just doesn't want to fake having the vaccine, or she thinks it's a good look. I don't know. But
this is a real thing. Like, there was like that ring that got like busted, I guess, in New York where they were making like the fake vaccine cards. And like,
yeah, it's a real thing.
They're going to jail. They're going to jail. So
yeah, it's a felony to have a fake vaccine card. We're in a pandemic, guys.
A panorama.
Yeah,
a panoramic.
It's
pandemonium.
It feels like pandemonium sometimes.
It is pandemonium.
Just get your vaccine. Like, I don't understand this whole. And then you're gonna brag about it when people are clearly upset. I don't know. I just feel like having her on Renee's podcast was bad enough because some of the things she said there, not just about the vaccine, but about people bullying her.
And her actually real life fighting the people that were bullying her.
Yeah. Actual real life fighting these people backstage. What is happening in WWE that they're brawling backstage? Like, this is not the Attitude Era. Like, I'm sorry. A lot of these people need to get over themselves. Why are we making clicks and bullying each other when we're in our 30s? You're too old for this.
Is she in her 40s or is she in her 30s?
I don't know. And now you have reports coming out that she's not as close with like her family as people think she is. Like because everyone was saying she was only kept on because she's related to The Rock. But now they're saying she's not as close with them as WWE made it out to be. I don't know.
Wasn't that like the whole thing when she was on Total Divas? She was brought on Total Divas for like to be the drama one.
Yeah.
And then two, like, didn't they say that like she was like not even like really close with The Rock growing up or something like that, and that like it was just like used when they feel like they used that when they introduced her on. I don't remember, but I feel like kind of remember hearing that.
Yeah, I think you can't argue that she was unsafe in WWE. She injured a lot of people, and if you deny that, then you're just wrong. I'm sorry.
Did you hear that video of Kairi Sane yelling, "I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready"?
Yeah, I remember when that happened. And then the infamous Becky incident where she, shoot punched Becky. I feel like that gets dismissed a lot because it was such an iconic moment for Becky, but we can't ignore that either. She should have been, if not fired for the vaccine, she should have been fired for being unsafe or sent back to NXT where she could get more reps in, but they really pushed her through too quick through developmental.
She wasn't good in NXT, but she wasn't good at all.
Well, she didn't get enough training. Like, to be a wrestler, some people pick it up quick. Yeah. And that's great for them. But then a lot of people, they really need time to understand it, especially when you're like much bigger than your opponents. And you have to understand how to protect someone as small.
That's what Jade was dealing with when she was working with Red Velvet. Yeah. It was on Road to the Top.
Yeah. Because she punched her or slapped her too hard.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you can tell. I just don't like Nia Jax.
I don't like Nia Jax either.
I don't think anyone does, except Nia Jax.
Haley, you like Nia Jax?
No.
Yeah, none of us like Nia Jax.
Tell by my silence.
Okay, I think we can wrap. I don't have anything else to talk about. Do you guys have anything else?
No. Oh, wait! Congrats to Impact Wrestling for Lance Storm and Laredo Kid. Yes. Big signings. Yeah, got to give them a shout out.
We love Impact. I was gonna do that at the end, but I wasn't gonna say all that. I was gonna give them a shout out, but we love Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling. Goated. Can't wait for No Surrender. Are we all gonna watch that? Should we all watch and talk about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it even if we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. I'm watching it for Tasha and Mickey, but moving on. Let's do plugs. Kylie, Haley, which one do you want to start?
Oh, okay. I'll start. You can follow me on Twitter at @Fuller_Kylie. You can find me on the bodyslam.net YouTube channel. I do ADHDivas there. We also have an ADHDivas YouTube channel. I do interviews and podcasts and all sorts of things. You can also see me on Fightful Overbooked at 3 p.m. on Saturday. We have Demo Divas, which is not like this, not this crazy. We talk about women's wrestling. We grade promotions. We talk about matches and news and all sorts of things women's wrestling.
Yes. Haley?
I'll echo everything that Kylie just said. You can follow me on Twitter at HaleyAnn. I also do this and Demo Divas. I'm also the lead wrestling writer over at Nerds and Beyond. I also write like nerdy stuff over there too if you're into that, so go check that out.
Yeah. Do you write about Euphoria?
I don't watch Euphoria. We do have people that do write about Euphoria though. So.
I forgot we talked about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw something that was Nerds and Beyond and said Euphoria, and I was like, "Is that Haley?" I didn't even look at it.
Is that Haley? Somebody loves Euphoria over there.
Haley is Nerds and Beyond.
My name is Jaychele. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Jaychele Nicole, JaycheleNicole. I got it right this time. But I have lots of cool stuff happening. I just released an interview with Tasha Steeles. That's over on my own YouTube channel. You guys can check that out. It'll be up on the ADHDivas channel shortly as well. If you're not subscribed to the ADHDivas YouTube channel, subscribe right now. If you're watching over there, if you're watching on Twitter, give us a follow at ADHDivas Pod. Give us all follows on our individuals as well. bodyslam.net as well, at bodyslamnet. Check out their YouTube channel, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I have a great project called Wrestling with Whiteness coming out all throughout this month for Black History Month, speaking with Black wrestlers about their experiences and allowing them the chance to tell stories. So yeah, stay tuned for that. You can follow me on social media on Twitter if you're interested in any of that stuff. I'm in a couple of books too as well. I'm always talking about that on my social medias. So yeah, I think that's all that we have for you this week. We'll be back next week. It seems like the show is getting shorter and shorter, but wrestling's getting more boring and boring. Did I lie? You guys made a face. Did I lie?
No.
I feel like it's just getting nastier and nastier. Like there's so many bad things in wrestling, and I don't want to talk about it.
If you want to search Wrestling with Whiteness, we haven't released anything fully on YouTube yet. It's just the Tasha Steelz interview, so you can go to my Twitter for that, and I have the links over there. Oh, eventually found the vid though. Great. Tasha Steelz vid is also under Wrestling with Whiteness. But yeah, thank you guys so much for checking this out. We hope you have a great week, and say it with me, guys.
No.
No.
Clean your pussy. Bye, guys.
No.